Hello Model A'ers and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be showing you how to check the transmission and differential fluid in a Ford Model A. I hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see, today is a beautiful spring day. The daffodils have started to bloom, hyacinths. So that means the Model A is going to start being used more. And I like to check the transmission and differential fluid at least once a year. So your differential is right down here. And these are my preferred tools. So an adjustable wrench, and I believe this is a 1/4-inch drive socket. So now I'm going to show you how to check the levels. Okay, so there's two plugs on your differential. There's the drain plug here, which I'm actually going to tighten that a little bit. Seems to be leaking. And then you have your fill plug, which is right there. And if you have one of the Ford wrenches, the bottom end actually is meant to be, it fits in there perfectly, and that's what it was used for. But so to check the fluid, you're going to loosen this plug like that. And if fluid runs out, you have enough fluid. So you can see in this one, the fluid is right there. And you're gonna just stick your finger in to make sure that, yeah, it's right there. And to see the condition of it. Now you can't really see because it's black gloves, but you can see that that oil in there, the 600W, has plenty of life left in it. So now we're going to move on to the transmission. So we're going to take a little ride forward to the transmission now. Please excuse my undercarriage. You can see that it's quite dirty. I think I've driven almost 300 miles just this year, so I haven't had much time to actually clean. But your transmission is up here. Right here. Okay, so here's the drain plug. You're just going to take your adjustable wrench and loosen it up. This is also filled with the 600W, the same as for the steering box, the transmission, and the differential. So you're going to take the cap off, and it's basically the same thing. So I'm going to just try to put you up in here. So you can see the transmission fluid in there. And what you're going to do is stick your finger in there. You can see it's a little bubbly, but yeah, and that's like about the perfect level. It's getting a little dirty, so I'll probably change that soon. But that's how you check the transmission level. Now would also be a good time to check your engine oil level, which I know that mine will likely be fine because I just changed it maybe 2 weeks ago. But here we go. So always clean it off before and read that. You can see it's right at the full mark, so that's good. And then our steering box. Now, I made a modification to the steering box. So the sector housing, originally there was not really any seal. So it would leak out from here and it would leak out from there. So they sell it has needle bearings in it and it has a seal. So the needle bearings make it actually a lot easier to steer, and the seal keeps all the oil in. So let's check our level of that. So right here is where your plug is. I don't know what size it is, so I just use the adjustable wrench. But so you'll take that off. This takes the same 600W, and you can see that the fluid is a little low, so I'll add some. Go over to here. You can use this too, that's what I've been using. But 600W is also good. So basically, you want this pretty full. And don't ever put grease in here. When I first bought this car, it had grease in it. And the grease, so the way it works is there's a worm gear inside of there, and then there's a sector. This is the two-tooth version, which is a lot easier to adjust. But the worm gear will cut through the grease, and especially if it's colder out, the grease will it won't be flowing. So there'll be cuts through the grease from the gear, and then the gear won't get lubricated, which is why this needs oil. So you can see that's pretty full now, so I think we're good there. All right, so that's how you check your transmission and differential fluid as well as your steering box fluid. So make sure you do that before you start touring season. It's very important for all the gears, differential, steering gear, all of that to be lubricated for smooth touring season for the summer. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.